Hey guys, Mr. E here, and just a quickie for you today. Yeah, come step with me into this back alley over here, and I'll give you some sloppy shoppy. That's right, we're going to be talking about the Commodore's Vestures, and I wanted to first talk about how far improved the Commodore's Vestures is, how much it's come, how far it's come in recent months, and really just kind of kudos to Fat Shark for improving upon the model they had before. I made several videos talking about how the offerings here were crap previously and it didn't showcase nearly enough. They have definitely stepped their game up a lot. It is still quite hard to find certain specific pieces, but I feel like the quality of their pieces overall and just the magnitude of the quantity of offerings is also greatly increased. And this is not an easy task for them to do, guys. To talk about that for a second, the arbitrator. Obviously, people are upset that there's nothing else to purchase for the arbitrator, and unfortunately there really never will be. That is because this is an IP that is held by Games Workshop, and they are very constricting about their IPs, right? The arbitrator, because he's a militarized police, he has a specific look, and they were not given permission to really go outside of that look. And so they got to make what they could make, and I think at this point it would be an uphill battle for them to fight against the IP holder to say like, oh, we want to make this. And of course, Fat Shark wants your money, guys. Of course, they would make money if they were making new cosmetics. They're not more lazy than they are greedy, right? They want to make this, and I'm certain they probably do even have ideas. I think they even have a red recolor of this if you have the cosmetics mod, but it just isn't allowed to be in the game by Games Workshop law. The other thing here is Hive Scum. I know a lot of people are concerned the same thing is going to happen here, but I am far less concerned. I don't know for certain, but to me, Hive Scum is not a core sort of identity within the 40k universe, not like Arbitrator is. Arbitrator is a fixed, finite thing that exists, as part of the Adeptus Arbites, right? That is a thing, and that is how they look. That is all how they've always looked in lore. The Hive Scum is a bastardization or like an interpretation of a ganger. It's not even necessarily a ganger. So this is just kind of up for their own creative interpretation. And yes, of course, it does draw on Necromunda with like these masks here, which I believe are directly from Necromunda models. But like they have way more offerings already with the different cartels they've been able to provide. Like we have 4 different cartel colored outfits in the game already, plus all of these masks and stuff, plus this outfit. So to me, I just see it as they haven't exactly had the time yet to make more outfits than what we got here. And of course, they're on break right now. We will very likely, Fat Shark, they want to make money and they know there's demand here. I think the Hive Scum has some really outstanding looks already, and I think they'll just get better. I think we should see that this year. Mark my words. I might eat those, but mark my words. Let's go ahead and talk about the actual offerings on the classes. I do want to draw attention to a few that I really like, and in case you want to catch them as well. Let's start here with the Ogren. There's one outstanding piece here, which is this shield. The slab shield is like one of the best weapons, might be the best weapon on the Ogren right now, and I have always wanted a shield that was this. I know the shield's been in the game for a long time. Look, in fact, right there in the background, you can see it. See it? You can catch it in the background of certain armory shots, and I was like, what the fuck is that shield? I was even going to make a video on it one time, and then I googled it, and it's like, oh yeah, that released like 2 years ago, and it hasn't been in rotation since. So they finally brought it back, and yeah, it's a cool looking shield. It is actually like a different model, and I think you should definitely get it if you like playing with slab shield, because it feels nice to have something that isn't that just standard recolor in your hands. Other than that, I guess you've got this like armor plate with the dangly thing here. This is always a nice fun one. I like these actual armor looking models, but I don't really use any of these weapons back here. But then we got to talk about Psyker, because Psyker got something really cool this week. He got this set of armor right here. This, what is this called? Scrutinizer's Parade. But more importantly, the recolors for it. Check this shit out. Right, this is what you could look like in the melee outfit. I actually didn't get the pants, because these are the pants right here that you can get from, what is this? Storm Witch's Redemption Raiment. So yeah, like that's just a achievement to get these. And then you just look like fucking Kylo Ren or some shit with your Force Greatsword. Looks cool as hell. I also have it on this one with that black mask and then a recon las gun, and you can even get this Storm Witch's Duty Raiment. Looks pretty much identical, right? So yeah, really cool looking armor. Again, I love that armor outfit. I love these long tails. Makes the Psyker look very badass and intimidating. Also in the shop though for the Psyker, diddly-doo, we had some stuff in the weeks past. We had the Tac Axe, if you're a Tac Axe fan. This is like one of the only Tac Axe skins. It's not that impressive, but hey, it's there. And then the Miscellaneous Razor, if you're a Katachan Devil's Claw fan. I wish this was available for other swords, or I wish the Devil's Claw was a little bit better, because this sword looks so freaking cool. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for Psyker there. We'll go to Veteran, because Veteran has the Shock Maul, and you guys know that I love this weapon. This is one of my favorite weapons in the game. I bought it immediately because, like, I didn't even know they had a Shock Maul skin. This thing looks sick. I love zippy zapping people, and now I can look rich while I'm doing it. Hell yes. Of course, you got the patrol armor. I wish the shotgun was better, because this shotgun is cool as fuck. This armor doesn't look half bad either, but I'm already good in terms of armor there. We've got last week, which was quite excellent with these Commissar caps with the Kriegs. I think a lot of people are probably going to like their little Gimp mask with their hat. I wish Braced Autogun was better. Chain Axe is pretty good, and that's a cool looking Chain Axe. And then finally, the one that I think everybody should get for Veteran, because Power Sword is so good. This is just one of the best Power Sword skins. This thing fucking rocks. This looks amazing. And I wish Mastery skins look like this, right? With this dark red, and like they have silver accents and gold instead of what we get with Mastery skins, which is like bright red and bright white, which I just do not think works. And then finally, Zealot. This week you can get the counterfeit Mr. E look. This isn't, in fact, the armor that I use on the Mr. E, signature Zealot profile. That's a sort of a more black one, but this one will pass if you're really looking to get that armor. So you can get the chest plate. It doesn't have the helmet with it though. But additionally, they give this this bolt pistol. Bolt pistol's really good. It's on a bunch of different classes, and this is the best skin that I've seen for it so far. It seems like they're doing a lot of stuff with these like decorated sort of purity seal stuff, which I quite like. The dagger skin from last week, I have like 4 dagger skins now, guys. It's a problem, not gonna lie. And then I got this infantry autogun, so I can use this on my hive scum. Who the fuck is using infantry autogun on Zealot? Who knows? But you could get the counterfeit Mr. E hood as well, so you could be like a knockoff Mr. E in like 2 different ways. You'd have the wrong color hood and the wrong color chest plate, and just try to make it work. This armor though is actually really cool on the Zealot. I've seen this before with the candles. That one actually looks pretty dope. And then finally, they had another bolt pistol that week before, but the real winner here is the Relic Blade. This is like I think this is the only Relic Blade skin, but it is fucking awesome. It's got like the little like heat dampeners, like energy spreader things, got some skulls and shit. Yeah, this blade looks fucking cool. I wish it had like more energy rippling up it and stuff when it was activated. I think they could go farther with, maybe that's something that like they're getting held back from by Games Workshop, but I wish they had glowy weapons like in Vermintide, because Vermintide had those, the red weapons would have like glowing little, like, I don't know, like etchings on them, and those were so fucking cool. I wish they had that. So I know I just got done praising and glazing everything about the shop and cosmetics and stuff like that, but there is one thing that I actually do want changed that has to do with cosmetics, and if you agree, sound off in the comments, because I feel like this might actually be a thing that they could change very easily, which is, why is the backdrop for our characters, when we're in the cosmetic and in the loadout menu, this ugly blue hallway with all this like busy stuff behind us? This is just like, doesn't look good. I think that they could have, maybe there be unlockable backgrounds that you could have where you, for your character to stand in front of as part of penances. That'd be pretty dang easy to do. Or they could just have it be an option without it being unlockable. It would be very, very easy to add in different places to go, because all this is just a small simulated area, right? Like it's like just this tiny little area here. You could even have the option just to teleport your character in front of this instead, or whatever it is, places that already exist. But yeah, standing in front of this pillar with this weird checkerboarded flag is not exactly my favorite, and I really wish that you could change that, because I'm tired of blue and green overhues in my games. And yeah, let me know if you agree. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.